What's up, everybody? This is Megan, and today we are diving into the Delco dialect. Delco is short for Delaware County, and this is located just outside West Philadelphia. I was born and raised in Delco, so this dialect is near and dear to my heart, and it's my intention to make the sound changes authentic and respectful for the people of Delaware County. It's very easy to overdo the sound changes, and that results in a caricature of a person. Caricatures of this dialect have been done and done well on SNL, by Tina Fey, etc. But that is not my intent with this video. My intent is for an actor to learn the specific phonemic changes and be able to incorporate them into a believable, genuine character. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with consonants. This is a rhotic dialect, so you're going to say the R sounds. The L sound is pretty interesting. It's not a clean sound. So for words like, really, or eagles, it's not going to sound like that. What's going to happen is the tongue on the L is going to pull back towards the back space of the mouth, sort of like swallowing your tongue, and the lips are going to move forward, but then flute out a bit. So it's an sound, as in the word put, So, for example, if we say the word really with the sound change, it would be rolly. Notice how I'm doing and then while I'm holding that I'm moving my tongue back for that forward and backward movement at the same time. Rolly. That's an interesting change. Another one is the S. There's going to be words that have S, T, and R all connected. Words like street, stroke, stressed, or backstroke. What we're going to do is we're going to insert an SH sound, sh, into those words. So street becomes street. Stress becomes stress. Backstroke becomes backstroke. Okay? There's also something called the HJ cluster. Now, for those of you that are familiar with symbols for IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, the J symbol represents a Y sound, yup. So these are words that have an H and then a Y sound, specifically human or huge. These words, you're going to just chop the H off and go with that Y sound. So human becomes human and huge becomes huge. That's a fun one. You just chop the H off when you have that Y next to the H. Okay, there's a couple phrases I'd love to go over and point out the differences between Delco and Philly. So, because the Eagles are in the Super Bowl this Sunday coming up, we're going to go over the word Eagles. Now, notice how I'm saying Eagles. I'm doing that U sound with the forward to short U. And that back L together, Eagles. So I have it on the whiteboard here. In Delco, we're gonna do Eagles. Whereas in Philly, Eagles has a short I in the front, and that'll be Eagles. Okay, that's one difference. Then there's a saying, you guys. If you're talking to a group of people or about a group of people, in Delco, it's going to be yiz. What are yiz doing? Where'd yiz go? What are yiz up to? So it's that Y sound, represented as a J, short I and Z, yiz. I remember saying this all the time, so that feels natural to me. So in Philly, it's going to be use. That Y along U and Z, use. What are yous doing? And you can even write it out like Y-O-U-S-E. What are yous doing? Where'd yous go? What are yous up to? That's a difference between Delco and Philly. Another fun thing to talk about is the long E sound. The days of the week are going to end in a long E sound. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on will be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And other words like attitude will be attitude, beautiful, beautiful. And what was my other word I had for that? Maybe it was gratitude, for gratitude. So that's a long E change, which is really fun. I have a couple other words I wanted to share. Let's shift the focus over here to this part of the whiteboard real quick. And the word picture is often said as pitcher, like a pitcher of iced tea, let's say. Crayon that kids draw with is a crayon. A towel, like a bath towel or a beach towel, is going to be tail. Sort of like taily. It's an ah sound, not the diphthong of ow for towel. Give me a tail. Hey, you have a tail? That's how we say that. We went over attitude, water. This is a famous one. It goes into that short U sound, water, water, represented by water. Okay? There's a few other ones we'll go over. Now, the vowels. There's a lot of subtlety with the vowels in Delco. We're actually going to elongate the vowels in Delco by adding schwas, which is like a little grunt sound. And we're actually going to do that in a couple places. So, for example, the O-U sound. O, as in home or goat. That is going to change to oo, o, home. Is this my home? Go home. It's an unstressed schwa and a short U for home or goat. The AU diphthong, ow, for mouth. That's going to change to a stressed schwa, that's that little caret symbol, a short U, and then that's voiceless TH. So mouth, outh, changes to mouth, mouth. And the placement is mid-mouth. This is a very mid-mouth dialect through and through. The aw sound. This symbol is like this backward C is the aw symbol. So for the word on, we're going to add a little schwa after that aw. It's going to be on. You hear that little sound between the aw and the N? On. That's what we're doing. We're adding a little schwa in there. It should sound like dawn, not don. In the Midwest, they would say, put it on. Like hat, let's say, put it on. And here we'll say, put it on. So that's a difference. The sound, as in fan, mad, bath. It's not going to be like fan or mad or bath. That would be more Midwest. We're doing an sound, as in ebb, and then adding a schwa after that. So fan becomes fan, fan. Mad becomes mad, which is not going to rhyme with sad. That's a unique difference in this dialect. Even though they're like very similarly spelled, they're not going to rhyme. Mad and sad are different. Then the word bath will become bath. You know, to a child, you could say, okay, get in the bath. I'm getting your bath ready. That's how you say that sound. The I diphthong, AI, as in like, becomes very mid-mouth with a stressed schwa followed by a short I. Like. So not I like you. It could be like I like you. I like you. It's much shorter for that one. And then we finally have like a couple words that you're going to put an A in front of the R. For example, orange is orange. It's not orange. Then we have Florida, not Florida. And we have horrible, not horrible. So you're going to kind of bite into those R's with an A in front of the R as a few examples. So these are just a few key features of the Delco dialect. I hope you had fun listening and learning, and I will see you soon. Go Eagles! Have fun!